up, guys? Hi, subscribe, like this video, and comment down below if you did with the title. We are going to be talking about gang stalking, okay? I know that shit sounds crazy as fuck, but it's real as fuck, okay? I am your spiritual homegirl. We are going to go ahead and get into this. I do have my tea, okay? I'm going to get into it. I got my vibes playing in the background, and let's go ahead and talk about this, guys, okay? Because I cannot stress this enough. This is Morning Tea Talks with Allure. I do these, in the mornings when I'm up and I have something to say, or spirit gives me something to say, by the way. Okay. Anyways, back into this. Okay. So, gang stalking. You may have heard the term stalking as a regular term, and I'm pretty sure you know what stalking means. Stalking could be, people outside your home, people stalking you on social media, people stalking you through other people's or cameras and different things and faculties of that nature. Somebody can also work for a high-end ranking job like the government or healthcare or whatever type of high authority job or connection somebody does have. They can work for that and pull your records. That's stalking as well, or just all in your business, all in your Kool-Aid, and don't know what the flavor is, but trying to figure it out. Okay, it could be peach, they think it's fucking plum. Okay, or you could have possibly just ate some before you watch the video. Also, if you are into tarot readings, I definitely have 2 different channels where I do those ads. Definitely check me out over there. All right. But yes, so now that we've gone over actual stalking, we're going to go over gang stalking. What is that, you may be asking? Okay, a lot of people ask me this all the time. Or one thing about it, when you're being gang stalked, their prerogative is to, 1, make you doubt yourself and doubt your surroundings. 2, make you seem crazy or fearful. 3, to gain information, whether it's physically, spiritually, emotionally, or socially, from either you, different medias or faculties or third parties, as well as other people who are a part of the harebrained scheme. 4, one thing about it, the last thing they want to do is to make sure that they have complete auto control over you or how people view you. And also 5, normally they are bait and switch routines. So you will be gang stalked, and then people can be saying that you're crazy, you're doing this, you're doing that. And even if you do have evidence or whatever it may be, they're still going to act like it doesn't matter, because that's the whole thing of gang stalking. Imagine a ghost. Now you see me, now you don't. You know how you can go ghost mode on the actual computer or private viewing or private browsing? It's like that, but people are privately browsing you. Okay. Me personally, I will talk about my gang stalking experience. I have been gang stalked for years, child. I'm talking about ever since I was younger, but it's been really picking up heavily ever since, I want to say 2018, 2019. Okay, but gang stalking comes in many different forms, guys. Okay, me personally, I've experienced every single form, whether it be socially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, different things like that. Okay. But yeah, I've experienced every single form. But the only thing I can definitely say about it is make sure you're documenting everything. Make sure you're up in your protection. Make sure you know about your whereabouts. And, you change up your move so nobody knows what's going to be your next move. Okay, make sure you're definitely hyper vigilant. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. And also make sure that you're not scared. They really act off of fear. I know it sounds crazy as fuck, but they act off of fear because they want you to seem as if you're exerting hurt or pain or mental confusion or whatever it may be over yourself, even though they're doing this. Okay. Yeah, and I will also upload a video if I can find it of gang stalking, guys, like this video. But now we're going to talk about the different kinds. Okay, so first things first, this is the most popular kind of gang stalking, which is socially, and this could be online or offline. So online, what people do who are gang stalking you, there's a couple faculties or things that they definitely do. Either 1, this is the first one, 1, they go and, let's say somebody makes a fake account or they sign up for a fake account. You can do this 2 ways. You can either make a fake account with whatever type of information you have. Typically they use 234 numbers or numbers that are out of your country or out of your area code, on the other side of the world, or certain emails and shit that don't make fucking sense. Okay. They use those to create accounts so they can be seen as seamless, or like they were never there. Okay, and people, when they make these accounts, it could be like something as simple as, a lot of gang stalkers portray themselves as these fake tarot readers in your DMs, or these fake babaloas, or fake promoter teams, or whatever it may be, or sponsors, or whatever it is that you're interested in or you do. They're gonna try to mask themselves as that, or if you are in social media, they can also mask themselves as a regular person. Like, if you're younger like me, like in your 20s, okay, they could be like, oh, you just think it's a random girl, a random guy, and they could even have a lot of money, or they post a lot of weed, or they try to be cool, or they're in your DM trying to be like your sugar mama, or your sugar baby, or sugar daddy, or whatever. Those are different ways people gang stalk you, okay? And that's socially. But this is like, also, if you ever see somebody on Instagram and you have your social media open, or not private, where people can view your story, you'll get to see at the bottom, it's like a sex logo, and it'll be like somebody having a sex page, and there's like a whole bunch of nudes or videos or something like that, and they could be saying something very vulgar on there, and you click it, but it's not really a real account. They have like 6 followers, or however many hundred, whatever. Those are what gang stalkers use. If they cannot make an account to do that, or they don't feel like they have to make an account, there is literally a website that you can go into, or multiple websites you can log into on your social media or your phone browser, no matter what kind of phone you have. All right, and what you do is they let you view anybody's story, whether their page is private, or like if their page is private, you cannot view their story, but if their page is public, you can view their story and they won't know it's you. They won't know it's you at all. So like, it'll show up like a sex page. Like me personally, I have about 5, 6, 7 of those that pop up on my page daily. But it's like, as soon as I make my page unprivate, here they come. And I'm talking about the same day, y'all. Like, not like no days past. I'm talking about the same day, or the same couple hours. Okay, like somebody's watching you 24/7 and see what you're doing. Okay, that's what I'm mean when I have socially or online. Okay, when people gang stalk you online, if you do have a platform like me, I have a couple platforms. I have Allure, that's my main Aquarius sign and placement based tarot channel, and then we have Allure's edition for all the signs and placements over there, collective readings. Gang stalking as well. If you've ever seen in the comment section of any video, they always have those weird ass links, or like, everybody could be speaking English, and then there's that one comment that's speaking Spanish or whatever, and it's saying like bienvenidos, like whatever it's saying in Spanish. There's some type of blue link. Those are how you know that they are gang stalkers. Or for example, if you've ever seen somebody's YouTube, okay, or platform, and there's like a comment, but the comment is like a weird ass word, like ROV dot something, and they just comment that, and that's it. It's because they're using a third-party app to watch or view it, so it's going to make that comment to begin with. They're using a third-party app to view you. So if you're going live, or you just uploaded some content, but mostly it's normally when you go live, that's what normally really happens. Okay, that's basically socially, to kind of wrap that up. Okay, also, if you do want to know people are gang stalking you, you see how on Instagram, I don't know if you guys seen this, but for the last couple years, they make it illegal to see who you're following. So they used to have these apps back in the day. I know y'all remember on Instagram, you used to be able to see like who liked your page, who blocked you, who's following you, who's not following you, who you're not following, all that type of shit. And you will pay for them, or they'll be free. It's illegal to do that. If you download the app, they're still on the App Store. But if you go on your Instagram page and log into your page, they will either block your page, make you delete the account, or delete your page, period. Because Instagram does not want you to know that people are gang stalking you on there, because they have some type of contract with people who do stuff like that, or other black organizations. Not black as in skin color, but black as in incognito. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, also offline. So let's get into offline gang stalking. So people who stalk you offline, these are people here who they can be a part of your community. Let's say, it's always Miss Mary, the one bitch at church who, I don't know, she always sits the third row from you, or that one person who's always around but they're never around. This could be in a community. Like, somebody could also be gang stalking you. Let's say whenever you leave your house, they come into your house. Whenever you come into your house, they're leaving your house, because there's a schedule. There's nothing coincidental about every time you leave your home. You can be going as simple as up the road and coming back, going to work, whatever it may be. Somebody knows your schedule. That's the main telltale sign you're being gang stalked. somebody knows your work schedule. So let's say me personally, I leave my house at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. every single morning. And while I'm leaving, there's somebody who either their car doesn't have a license plate on it, or it's a car I've never seen before, or it's like a normal vehicle, like a van, or like the most normal basic sedan or truck or whatever it is. But either you don't realize it, or maybe you do realize it. Either it's somebody who lives in the area, or somebody who don't live in the area. It can go different ways. And every time you leave, they coming home, or every time you coming home, they leaving. It's because this person is watching your house, and somebody's sending them a text message or a video, or they're saying, oh, they're leaving, or they're coming back, or oh, they're doing this, oh, they're doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's the main number one way you can tell you're being gang stalked. And I'm not talking about this happens like once or twice. No, I'm talking about this is happening all the time. Like, I've had this happen to me before, like for years, months at a time. Another way you can tell you're being gang stalked, okay, in the physical or, offline in real life, is if somebody, every time you go outside, like let's say you have a ritual, a routine to go outside all the time, and you either smoke, or you smoke a cigarette, or you smoke some weed, or, you go and you take your trash out, or whatever you're doing outside your home, there's always going to be a weird ass motherfucker who either their car drives past every single time, or they always want to take their trash out with you, or they want to goddamn be standing on their porch, or watering their grass, or doing some type of weird shit. But it's like every time you come outside, they be doing some shit like that, and it's not a couple times, about all the time. That's another sign that you're being gang stalked. And it could be for whatever reason. Gang stalkers have crazy ass reasons, and then they have sane reasons as well too, or just nosy individuals, period. There's a difference between nosy and a gang stalker. People who are nosy, they make it known that they're watching you, and they make it known, like, oh, they'll ask you something, or they'll hold a conversation with you, or whatever it may be. People who gang stalk you, it's rare that you've ever had a conversation with them. Either you've never had a conversation with them, or you've never seen them before. However, normally, if they do decide to have a conversation with you, you either, one, never seen this person before, two, they seem out of place, could be like their clothing, their mental capacity, their language, or whatever they're saying, or three, they have some type of third party with them, like, to make them seem like they're harmless, or they're just out doing something. Like, for example, a lot of gang stalkers, they walk their dogs. Either it's their dog or somebody's dog or whatever it is. A lot of gang stalkers, what they do is they'll walk their dogs, and they'll walk all on your house, all behind your house. I'm telling you, because I've had this happen to me, and I literally just moved out here. Motherfuckers will walk all around your house and act like their dog gotta pee and this and that. Whole time they're scoping your house, they're scoping your exes, they're scoping everything that you're doing, and whoever you're related to, or whoever you've been contacting in this neighborhood, or this job, or this college. A lot of gang stalking happens in college as well, believe it or not. Colleges, at jobs, and in neighborhoods, as well as small town communities, okay, or small little local towns that everybody know everybody. That's normally what gang stalking is, and it's always that one motherfucker or a group of motherfuckers, okay. But gang stalking is normally a group of people, two or more, okay, or one person stalking you, and they're reporting shit back to another person who's over them. It's never one person. I mean, you can have one person gang stalking you, but if it's one person gang stalking you, they have like a very specific motive. Like, there's nobody they're reporting to, because it's weird, okay? But I've had that happen to me as well. But this is how you know, guys. Also, you can always tell when somebody's gang stalking you. Let's say the mail pulls up every day at 4 o'clock, okay? And everybody knows you walk every day at 3 o'clock, or you get off at 3 o'clock and you go check the mail. And either, like, your mail's out of place, or somebody's always there, or somehow, some way, there's somebody outside. They also can rotate shifts, by the way. These are people who do gang stalking. Is what they do. Like, for example, somebody could agree, I'm going to watch them Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and you're going to watch them Monday, Thursday, Sunday. And these motherfuckers will be at a diagonal or angled way, so either they can watch your home, your car, or whatever your whereabouts are. Or, like, even if you're going to like a bar or somewhere like that, and you go there all the time, motherfuckers is doing shit like that. Like, me personally, I've had motherfuckers do all of those things to me. Or, like, for example, let's say motherfuckers will gang stalk you as well. Like, if you're driving somewhere, let's say you're driving somewhere 30 minutes from your house, but you're going somewhere and it's off radar. They're trying to figure out where the fuck you're going, or it's something out of the blue, and they're like, where are they going? Somebody follow them. They'll have somebody follow you all the way there, but they'll park like 3 or 5 rows down, or they'll have a lot of kids with them, or they have some type of distraction to where they seem like they're a normal individual just taking care of their life. Okay, this is real. It's some real shit. Okay, this is just in person. All right. Also, if we're talking about mental gang stalking and emotional gang stalking. Oh, I'm going to tell you also, they can have cameras outside your house, or like, they have some type of device or camera pointed your way. Like, somebody could buy a Ring camera. We're talking about offline, in person. Somebody could buy a Ring camera, some type of a camera or recording device, and they can say it's for their car, for their home, whatever it is, but it's always pointed in your direction. Or it's pointed at your front door, or it's pointed at your car, or whatever it is. It's like, how somebody's saying they're recording something, but in reality, it's like a facade, and then they zoom into you, like it's something like that. I've had that happen to me as well, and other people, we talk about that. But now we're getting into mental, emotional gang stalking. These are people here who don't know you, but they'll post certain shit because they know exactly what's going on in your life, or they have heard from somebody what's going on in your life, and they'll post all types of subliminal posts and content and this and that, and you're like, how the fuck are these motherfuckers knowing all of my information? Because they're gang stalking you. If you post certain things, or they could have like another gang stalker they're working with here, who could be like a friend of yours, or a friend of a friend of a friend, and somebody gossips a lot, and they always know like, oh, this person is real sad today, or they ain't doing this, or they lost their house, they lost their car, whatever. And it's these random ass accounts, or whatever they are, or people, and you hear it, like you could be hearing things day to day. Like, for example, you'll go somewhere and somebody talks about something, or you go to church, somebody lectures about something, and you're like, I know they're not talking about me, and they talking about you. Or like online, on Facebook, or different things like that. Or this is another thing, people who be behind them fake ass tarot accounts, shit like that, they could be talking about something like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, this and that. Like, let's say you lost your house. Oh, yeah, well, I want to give you a reading. My spirit told me that you lost your house the other day, and this and that, this and that, this and that. And you're like, well, how the fuck do you know about this? And I've only told 3 people. One of the people you told is working with that gang stalker, unbeknownst to you or unbeknownst to them, okay? That's just period, like, But, yeah, y'all, that's really how it be. And emotional and mental manipulative gang stalkers, these are like people who are closeted energy vampires. I would call them closeted energy vampires. Because normally an energy vampire, you can see their ass from a mile away. You know what the fuck going on. But these are closeted motherfuckers, because they wear their mask so tight, or they have so many different precautionary, or, protectants in place, to the point where it's like you can't tell that they're an energy vampire, but they really are. But they get their energy from like other sources, so like gang stalking people, or doing shit like that behind the scenes, behind the screen, or behind certain facades, personas, or get-ups and outfits and shit like that. This is where they get their energy from. So if you see them day to day, you won't think they're an energy vampire. However, they're always around other energy vampires. They're always somehow involved. That's how you're able to tell. Okay. But that's pretty much it. Emotional, mental, gang stalkers. They're just people here who want to, who feed off your emotions, or your emotional, mental response, or your emotional, mental state, and drain you energetically. Someone that may work with jinns as well. But now let's get into spiritual gang stalking. Spiritual gang stalking is like, for example, somebody could be scrying. So like, let's say somebody reads you all the time, or they abuse divination all the time to get readings on you. That would be somebody who's a gang stalker, because it's like you're spiritually stalking me. You're spiritually watching my every single move, prying into my energy, my information, what I'm doing, who I'm doing, whatever it is, or my plan. That's spiritual gang stalking. When people are getting readings on you, and they should be getting readings on you. Like, it's about motherfuckers who, I'm not talking about motherfuckers you know. I'm talking about motherfuckers you don't know at all. But like, say they want to be nosy, see what's going on. And if it's a person you know, this could be somebody here who you've been told them like, it's done, it's finito, we're not friends anymore, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, we're not married, or you don't really fuck with this person, but they somehow still want to get in your motherfucking energy. Now I'm talking about gang stalking, as in they get readings on you every motherfucking day, or they pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yeah. Another thing about spiritual gang stalking is that you always feel like you're being watched. Your inner knowing, or your inner alarm, or your intuition, or whatever you want to call it, your inner knowing, okay? You can tell when you're being watched, or you can feel it, okay? Like, for example, if you're trying to sleep or you're trying to do something and you can literally feel a presence standing behind you or doing this or doing that, it's because you're being spiritually gang stalked. And, you know, that normally comes from monitoring spirits or, like, incubus or succubus. People who work with, like, or have incubus, succubus attachments, or they petition or ask about monitoring spirits. Monitoring spirits are just what they sound to be. These are spirits that people conjure up, or they petition or ask, or, you know, whatever it may be. And they're used to monitor you in the physical realm. So, like me sitting here right now, there could be a monitoring spirit in my home watching me do all this. And, you know, they're like, we finna go tell them all this. Or, like, some people can actually use a scrying mirror to monitor you as well. If they're not getting readings, they're using a crystal ball, they're using a monitoring spirit, or they're using certain ants. They're playing ants, or like, you know, flies or bugs or different things that fly, or birds and squirrels and different shit like that to monitor you. And then, you know, they get that shit right on back. Okay. The most popular form of spiritual gang stalking is either a monitoring spirit. You'll know if you have these, or some type of spiritual presence in your home. If, like, let's say you put on a filter on your phone and you doing something, and then it's like a face filter, and somehow the filter is like you doing something, like me doing like this, boom, 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 and then I look and it's a whole face behind me and there's nobody there. I'm telling you, these cameras pick up on any type of spiritual interference, whether you want to think you're crazy or you're tripping. No, that's real deal. Also, you could always tell there's a monitoring spirit in your home if, like, certain things like fall off the what is it called? Certain things fall off the wall, okay? Or, like, for example, you're so motherfucking drained and you're not understanding why. Like, I'm talking about drained to the point where it's like, I'm not talking about you working a 12-hour job. Like, you may not work at all, or you could be, like, chilling this day and, like, somehow, some way you're so drained, or you sleep for, like, 16 hours or something like that. Whatever it is, or you have sleep paralysis. Those are, like, different types of ways that monitoring spirits can definitely contact you. Or another way you could tell if you have a monitoring spirit is if you see gnats. You have a gnat infestation or some type of bug infestation, and you don't know where the fuck it came from or came out of nowhere. Like, most popular form is gnats. So, let's say, like, your drains are clean, you don't got any food out, whatever, but you see gnats all around your home, or, like, these little flies, whether they're black or, you know, either they're black or they're a different color. Also, if it's a high-ranking, somebody who's high-ranking in the spiritual realm here who's doing it, they could definitely have iridescent or multicolored flies, okay, or like roaches and bugs and praying mantis. But if it's somebody who's just a regular ass motherfucker, or they're not really that more spiritually advanced than you, or whatever it is, regular status gnats and shit like that, okay. Yeah, infestation is definitely a sign of that. Or if you can smell some type of stinking ass smell and you're not sure what the smell is, you cleaned your house, it's a stinking ass smell. Either that's a dirty ass monitoring spirit, or, like I said, you got some other spiritual shit you got going on, okay? Yeah, that's some nasty shit, but, you know, this is on every single level. That's how you know spiritually here. Or, like, there's always some type of spiritual interference. So, like, let's say you decide to get on live. Like, me personally, I get on live and I do tarot readings for different people, and I can always tell what's a monitoring spirit, something like that, because there will always be something going on in another room, or, like, for example, like, my live will just kick me out or whatever it may be. But yeah, so these are the different ways that you can definitely know that you're being gang stalked, okay? That's definitely what, you know, that's how it is. That's just period. And when you get into the spiritual street, so when, you know, you become a high commodity target. I don't know if people play the game GTA, but it says on there, when your mental rate goes up, you become a higher target, or people get more points or more money or whatever for killing you. Just like how they said on the game, it's like that in real life. But people get more points for, you know, monitoring you, killing you, gang stalking you, or getting some type of information and taking it back to somebody who wants it, okay? A lot of gang stalkers work with narcissistic people, okay? Or, you know, a lot of gang stalkers work with some type of authority figure, somebody here who is in their heavy ruling energy, where they run people, they run a group of people, or, you know, they run some type of shit, okay, or their state goals, or they're getting paid for this, okay. Narcissists, okay, one thing about it, I just feel like someone's going to ask this, the difference between gang stalkers and flying monkeys is that gang stalkers aren't apparent at all. They make their identity not known at all. You do not know their identity, and if you do catch them, it's rare. Like, it's like a 1 in 1,000 chance of you catching a gang stalker and knowing their identity, okay? Yeah, But people who are flying monkeys, you know them personally, or you know these people, you know where they live at, or you know different things about them, and you know that they're doing it, okay? Like they're not trying to hide it, or somehow, some way, something leaves a trail. That's the difference between flying monkeys and gang stalkers, okay? This was the reading. Like this, not reading, Lord Jesus, I think I'm on my second channel. This was the video. Okay, like this video, comment down below, subscribe, definitely share it for anybody who needs to definitely know, or you want to enlighten them. But I will definitely see you all later. Bye.